Every he just hadn't sat down yet. How we doing out there in YouTube land? Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Thank you so much for coming in. I did not get my hat yet today, so I'm still checking. If it's not here tomorrow, I will definitely use the tracking number. Yep. Can you hear me, Rebecca? Making sure that the volume and stuff is working. So I've had nothing but problems since I tried to set this up.
Is it working?
Can you hear me okay, Rebecca?
Yes.
Yes, good. Thank you. Awesome. I have to put that other little chat back up. For some reason, it popped back down. That Rebecca taught me how to do. Her and Des. So how we doing tonight, Rebecca? Doing okay? Hey there, Tamara and David.
Heartland.
Heartland HQ. Thank y'all so much for coming in. How we doing out there, guys? It's been a busy, crazy week, and next week is going to be probably even more crazy. She's great. Finished her last Santa hat. Oh, awesome. Cool.
What's going to be so crazy next week?
We have to go to Shelby's graduation, so we may be doing our live next week on the road.
Oh well.
So we'll make it work. Out and about with Dave and Daisy. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. How's little Miss Daisy and Miss Dave doing, huh? I thank y'all so much for coming in, guys.
You said you guys busy? Heartland. Yep, we're busy.
Yeah, we got a lot going on today. I made a video, but I didn't put it out because we're doing a live. I'm just going to put it out tomorrow. I did move Peanut over into the pen with Miss Cookie. So prayerfully, in 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, we will have some baby piglets.
Well, if he did the business.
Well, he was sure wore out today, so that's good that y'all good, Dave. That is the cutest little puppy. I just love you, little dog. She is adorable.
Somehow you got him over there.
I lured Peanut over to Cookie's pen, following 2 little pieces of cake I had in my hand. Little fat boy was running after me trying to get that cake. He didn't even know he was in the pen. But Cookie is a good bit bigger than him. And from what I'm reading, pigs are like the bigger one is a more dominant one, and they, push each other around until the bigger one lets them know, hey, you don't own this bit. Hey, Michael, Water Family Homestead, thanks for coming in.
What's going on?
Have you finished your climbing tree stand, Michael?
Yes. Did he?
It was pretty cool. It's a tree stand he made, a permanent tree stand.
Oh, okay.
With a ladder and all. No, I messed up. But it's very nice. Y'all want to see a nice tree stand that he built? Go check out Waters Family Homestead. Pretty cool. Tour Battleground State Parks and enjoy some of our travels. Thanks for posting my channel. No problem. And we're going to make sure we do that again.
He said it's not complete, but he's using it. Hopefully you got it fastened to tree good. I did that one year.
Yeah, he's built it up there, and they're building a box around him, except for a little opening for him to
crawl up in it.
Put his cow pow out of to, but it should be nice and warm from what I can see.
I got a nice one. It's warm.
So, yeah, poor little Peanut. He's not little, but I say little to everything.
200 pounds at least.
Little fat boy was just running after his cake today. Hey, Becky.
Hey,
Thanks
Becky.
for coming in. But it was so cute. And he looked up at me like, "What did you do, Mama? Why did you bring me here?" But I think after
I
the
hope
fact, he was
everybody
happy.
seen the episode with Peanut and the drinking barrel I made for him. It was crazy.
Yeah, we hoping definitely to meet up with a lot of you guys as soon as we can. We're trying to find somebody that we can trust that will actually be able to come and take care of our critters, because that is the biggest deal
They're
about
not
walking
critters,
away
they're
from
family.
here, is making sure
Our family
that,
stays.
you know, they're okay and that they're getting fed and they're getting water and they're getting everything they need, because they would be really lost if it's not somebody that cares for animals. And I'm just not going to do that to them. I want to make sure it's somebody that, Nina. Sorry, guys. My dog just decided to plop her head
But
right on top of my computer.
in the episode where I'm building the drinking buckets and that, the nipples for the pigs, so we're trying to make it more conservation, and also we can have water for them for a long period of time if we.
And cleaner water.
Yeah, and clean. Well, if we can't make it home or something goes down, we got to leave and not get home. At least we know that the automatic waters are working, and the Peanut and Cookie's gonna have the drum, and so we're trying to make some automatic feeders. I got that coming up.
Yeah, so eventually it'll be more self-sufficient, except for we definitely would need somebody to come and check on them and make sure they're all good and pet them every now and then, because they wouldn't know how to handle it. I have a good 12 point on camera. Oh, good, Michael says, hoping my son-in-law gets it. So far, he's gotten 2. Oh, wow. So far this year, 2?
2 does and an 8 point.
Wow. That is nice.
That's some good deer.
How are you seeing that? Where did I?
What?
I'm not seeing that. I'm trying to read the chat, get used to
James
the
Country Living
YouTube.
came in. Hello, Gene.
Hey, Jamie. Thanks
the
for coming
husband.
in. And his name is Mark, Jamie.
Thumbs up.
But I'm trying to get used to reading the pop-up chat from YouTube while in StreamYard. Rebecca at Rebecca Touch by Yarn and Des at Peaceful Des trying to teach me how to see that and read that instead of just the StreamYard chat, because it's very delayed. I didn't realize how delayed it was.
So getting back to the automatic chicken feeders, I'm thinking about taking some 4-inch PVC, putting like a 90 on it, and making a little house over it where the rain can't get to it. But we can put at least a good 5 pounds of feed in there, and that way we know if we leave for a day or two, they'll have water and feed. Because
right,
we want to make sure they got something to eat.
exactly. Tomorrow my video drops for Christine Miss Gillum Farms.
Some tasty
Invited
morsels.
us to Wild Game November, her first collaboration. So we were excited that she asked us to be a part of that, and I hope that it's something that everybody will like. So we're not going to say what it is. We'll just let it be a little surprise tomorrow. But there's been some really wonderful recipes in this collaboration. If you haven't or you don't know about it and you want to find some really good wild game, doesn't just have to be venison. It could be pretty much anything wild game. Recipes and how to cook that and how to do different stuff with it. This is the collaboration for that. You'll want to go watch it and get some new ideas. I've already got some really, really cool ideas from those videos. Hey, North Missouri Outdoors, thank you so much for coming in and making it home. She says, hey, y'all. That's Lauren and Joel.
Hey, y'all.
We appreciate y'all. If y'all do not know Making It Home or North Missouri Outdoors or Jamie's Country Living, please go check them out. And everybody in the chat, if you're not familiar with a name that you see popped up, please go and check that channel out, because we have some really, awesome, awesome friends in our chat on our lives. So really great people. We've already had some connections, and I love to see that when I go to the other channels and see that that connection was made, and that, you know, people are friends now. That's what it's all about, guys, is hanging out and helping each other, and, you know, watching each other's videos and telling other people about it. And I love this community because it has been the greatest thing. People are so helpful in this community. And also, Tony at Kettle Kitchen has invited us to Noodle November, and that is something else that I am going to be posting a video on the 14th, which is next week. My video will come out. We'll be out of town. My daughter is graduating from a police academy. She is a probation officer.
Hey,
Hey,
Heather.
Heather, thanks for coming in. She's a probation officer, and she's had to go through a few months of training and only get to come home on the weekends. So it's been very rigorous and very, very, very hard. But she has almost mastered every week, and she will be graduating. And I'm so proud of her because, especially in this day and time, with what we have going on in the world and how people are just so disrespectful to officers. So please keep my daughter in your prayers. Her name is Shelby, and that God protects her at all times because she does have to do home visits and things like that. So, yes, she wears a vest and all that, but it's still very dangerous, especially today. So just, I pray that y'all keep her in your prayers, that God protects her and
It's
keeps her
dangerous
safe.
going to Walmart.
Because
What
she
you talking
does,
about?
I know, but she does have a almost 12-year-old son that she's a single mother. So
I walked out
that's
of
another
Walmart
reason I'm even more proud of her, because she has been really, you know,
and two dudes are slamming one
doing.
another's car because one bumped into him. Like, whoa, time to go.
And that's what the Bible says. The love of most will have grown cold. And that's happening. You can see it everywhere you look.
Yeah.
So be looking for that video and that collaboration for Noodle November. Some super duper awesome recipes. One of the conditions for being in that collaboration is that it wasn't just like meatballs and spaghetti. It was a different kind of recipe for Noodle November, something different, not the same old, same old. Hey, Karen, thanks for coming in. Uh, well, we thank you for stopping in, Karen, and I hope you have a wonderful night. That was very kind of you just to even pop in and say hi. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Heather. Making it home. I don't know if I haven't got to go back and watch yet, but if she's making the cups yet to sell, but she had made the cutest little cup with their logo on it. And I really, really, really want to get one of her cups because it's
So
so,
how are
so,
we
so
doing our
cute.
logo? Any entries or anything?
Well, we're still waiting, guys, on more entries for the designing of our logo. So if you know somebody that you
must
or you do it,
incorporate
yes.
peanut and cookie in it.
No, silly. But
They're our favorites now.
what I hope is whoever designs it puts, like, really thinks about who we are as a channel and kind of incorporates that feel to it, you know, and that we love the Lord. And I've had a few um, submissions, and they're good. I'm not saying they're not good because they are very good, but I'm still looking. I'm still feeling it out. I still want something that is just like, that's it. Because I'll know it when I see it, but there's a $50, I know it's not much, but I don't have much. It's a $50 prize for whoever does the job. So yes, we have tumblers and coffee mugs and key fobs. Wow. Awesome. Lauren, that is so cool. I will be getting for sure a cup and maybe other stuff because I thought it was the most adorable little cup and it really represents y'all and it's so cute. And that's what I'm looking for. Something that
Live is coming up
represents
soon.
us. Yeah.
What day? What time?
When is your live? We definitely want to promote that. We want to well, thank you so much, Tamara. We want to make sure.
Hey, Peaceful Des came in.
Hey, Des, thank you so much
How's
for
it going?
coming in. That if you're in our lives, if you're we want to make sure, please don't feel like you're shamelessly dropping your name or times, or I want you to. I want you to tell people when your lives are. I want you to tell people what's going on your channel. That is one reason Mark and I do lives, to kind of keep people up to date on what's going on, but it's mainly
I
about
don't really do the
you
live.
guys.
I sit over here and fall asleep.
It's mainly about you guys. We want to promote your channels as much as possible because it's important that we help each other. Peaceful Dead says it's going to be
Up since 5 a.m.
since, oh wow.
My lives are going to be Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so Jamie's Country Living at 1 p.m.
Is that Georgia time?
Eastern Standard Time. I think, I don't remember where you're at, Jamie. Is it Montana? Missouri? I don't know. Canada?
I know where
I
we
don't
at.
remember.
We Mississippi.
We have to figure out the schematics of our live, and we need to do a dry run. I will put up a notification, but we'll let y'all know for sure. Okay, and
Maryland.
what we can do, okay, Maryland, good. What we can
way
do, Lauren, is I'm sure Peaceful Des in here, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, you know, most of these people, if you want to reach out to them, and Mark and I as well, the way I was taught was we opened up a mock live behind the scenes, and Tiffany from Mud and Mascara helped walk me through, and Tony from Kettle Kitchen. They were walking me through the steps of how to do it and what to do next, and like we were having a live, but we didn't air it. So it was really neat. It taught me a lot, and if you want that kind of help, we're here for you. We would love to, we don't have to be on your live personally, but we would love to help you figure out all the ins and outs of it if you want. Hey there, Johnny.
There's
Welcome
Johnny.
in.
The flip platformer. What's up?
So, and that's another good one right there, Johnny, at Gillum Farms. Him and Christine, they also are very good helpers as far as if you needed somebody behind the scenes trying to help you with StreamYard or whatever. And I'm just volunteering you, Johnny. But Lauren from Making It Home, her and Joel, her husband, are fixing to do live. So I'm offering support to them from any of us that is willing to help so they can get their feet wet with the lives. Because I don't know if y'all have ever seen any of their videos, but they're funny, especially Lauren. I mean, Joel's funny too, but Lauren is an awesome storyteller and she is so funny. I love watching her videos. I always get a good laugh.
I don't have any stories about poop right now. Poop. That's all I got stories about.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, with the plumbing? That fan blows my hair and it makes my head itch.
That's all
right
I got.
here.
That's all I got.
Blows those little tiny hairs around.
I'll tell you what. I left one lady. She can't flush tonight, but anyway.
Poor lady.
Hey, it was too late. It got dark.
Things happen.
I ain't gonna cut my fingers off in a grind of pump and dark.
But yeah, if you get with me, Lauren, my email is in the about page. Send me an email and we can set it up behind the scenes, and walk you through it. We can, when nobody else is around, if you want to just sit down and go through it, we can do that and familiarize you some with the chat. And I still am learning things like Des and from Peaceful Des and Rebecca Touched by Yarn has helped me just last week learn how to do this little pop out chat for YouTube in StreamYard, which is better because it's not quite as delayed as the StreamYard chat. So it's really, really cool. Yes. So yeah, send me an email and we'll exchange phone numbers and we can do it that way as well. Yes, I remember Paul Harvey too, Dave. The rest of the story. I used to love listening to that. Now, Des taught me how to get rid of that heart, but I had all kind of crazy stuff happening before the live. And I mean, we barely got in on time. So I didn't get to get rid of that little heart in the chat. That's always in the way.
I don't see it.
Right here.
It ain't on my phone.
I love y'all's posting channel links. I'm amazed how many I find that get unsubscribed from. Yes. Michael from Waters Family Homestead the other day, I usually get the notifications when he puts out a new video. And I try to go watch him in the morning early before I get busy, started with everything else. And I didn't get a notification, so I went to look and I was unsubscribed from his channel.
So everybody go look for your channels. Yeah. Make sure you still subscribe to them.
Yeah.
Keep their numbers up.
Especially ones that you watch on a regular basis. You definitely want to go check to make sure you're still subscribed, because I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what they're doing. And then have MIH come in to your live for after hours when you're in this live, and you can talk face to face about StreamYard. Send them a link. Yeah, making it home. Yeah, we can do that if she wants. Lauren, if you want, Johnny is saying that y'all can come in on, I can give you a link and you can pop up in the after when we close out our live, and then we can just chat after the fact if you want to do that. Totally up to y'all.
Pre-retirement days.
You need to go. StreamYard is kind of like an app. You need to go and load it and do all the little ins and outs on there, because it is assigned to your channel, and you will have to make sure that when you're streaming, it's going to your YouTube channel. So it's a little bit of stuff you got to do, but it's not hard at all to set up StreamYard. Not at all.
Johnny said they do after hours all the time without being live. That's pretty cool.
That was awesome. Yeah, I like that idea. And that way, you could learn things, Lauren, that from a lot of these channels, when you go on and you see that they have a link in the description and you pop up, even if it's real close to the end, you can stay on after they close their live out, and y'all can just hang out and talk, and they can teach you all kind of stuff that way as well. Okay, good deal. I get it. That's fine. But get in touch with us and we'll just go through. I mean, it don't have to be me. If you want to use somebody else, that's fine too.
On a laptop or?
But it is. It's available on the laptop and it's available on your phones as well. You can load StreamYard on your phone as well. So, what you got going on, Mark?
For me?
Besides getting a laugh out of watching the male pig.
I have
get
hunting
jiggy
season,
with it on the
hunting season, and
barrel.
hunting season start.
Yeah. Yep.
But come Thanksgiving morning, I ain't worried about nothing but getting up early and getting out there.
Yeah. He's wanting to put meat on the table in a different sort of way on Thanksgiving. That's fine with me. I'm going to my daughter's for Thanksgiving this year. She's got a new little baby, and she's only a few months old, so I'll go hang out with my new little granddaughter and my daughter.
I might be cooking some backstrap at lunch. That's the best time when it's still kind of moving.
Johnny's editing a 8-day hunt video. Oh wow.
Oh cool.
That pig must be from Colorado. Very confused. Oh my goodness.
I don't know where he's from Mississippi. I don't get it.
Oh, that's so funny, Lauren.
He's born and raised.
We laugh so hard, and then every time I watch it and I listen to Mark chuckle about it, I have to laugh again because that was funny.
It was.
And Mark's like, "Go get the phone, Dallas." I wasn't out there at the time. He's like, "Go get the phone, Dallas. Hurry up." And Dallas is like, "For what?" He said, "Just go get the phone because we're missing valuable footage." And he said he missed a lot of the really good, funny stuff in the beginning.
Oh, when he flipped the drum over? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he just like, it was full.
55-gallon drum full of water. This pig knocks over and begins to make his girlfriend out of that pig. Out of that barrel.
His water barrel with a pig nipple in it, and he flipped it over, and he kind of just started doing his crazy thing. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I bet he's happy being with Cookie now, huh?
Yeah, but she was kind of beating up on him.
Oh, they'll be all right.
I had a little marriage ceremony for him today. Pronounced them husband and wife again. They got back together. Now I said, "Now make us some piggies." So we like to have fun with the critters. They're our babies. So
yeah, I'm about to go catch that video too.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for
8 days of hunting.
Go watch that. I blushed at the oh goodness. So you didn't want to watch all the action, Tamara? No. So today I've got goats backing up to the fence, the female goats that their babies aren't even 8 weeks old yet, backing up to the fence where the male goats are. I've got dogs trying to do their business. I've got pigs trying to do their business. I'm like, goodness gracious. Everybody and everything around me was going crazy. I don't care. They was still being nasty. Yeah, you always busy, Jamie. Jamie said she laughed.
I said, watch the last one.
Okay, because it preps you for the next one. Got it. What I do is I try to binge watch after when I get finished with all the stuff I got going on. Hey, Derek Feller, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Derek.
I'll try to go to, channels that I love, like you guys that are in here now, and catch up on those videos. It could be a week or two sometimes, but then I'll go try to binge watch a few of them in a row and try to spread the support throughout, all the friends.
Dark Lord came in.
Hey, Dark Lord Manette, thank you so much for coming in, Exander. He slides in and made it. I love the way he does that. So if you're into devotionals and stuff like that, I do put out a devotional. They're not like 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes they're a little long, but I just pray, and whatever God gives me, that's what I put out for the day. But I do it every Sunday.
Video camera.
We do have a little male goat that is a Kiko. One left that we need to find a home for. So yes, we're in Poplarville, Mississippi, but if y'all know anybody in this area or anybody interested that is willing to travel, we got a cute little fella Kikos are mostly meat goats, but we're we're just breeding them and selling the males because we don't need any more males on the farm. And we're not
$120 per gopher. Ain't bad.
we're not eating them.
Which one was that? Was that
Really? Oh, wow. On a flash sale, she said she got it. That is cool.
That's not bad.
Well, thank you, Becky. This past weekend, I was like, I went all around and I went back and forth with the devotional, and I wanted to do one thing and then went another direction. And I was like, this was one I was kind of battling with God over because it was Psalms 119, and that has 176 verses.
That's a good one.
So I'm like, I don't want to do this today because I had so much going on, but I did it and I got through it, and it's good. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can go watch it.
Think is hungry. She's gonna go make dinner. Well, yeah, have a good one.
No, she's going to feed her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tamara, for coming in. You feed that man, and we appreciate y'all so much. And Heather is posting links. Thank you so much, Miss Heather. We appreciate you. The moderators, I just want to say thank y'all so much for doing what you do. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't have to do it, and you do, and that means the world to me. Because you could be doing something else with your time, and you could be doing just wanting to be in the chat and not be bothered. So the ones that step up and they handle the chat for us, we are so grateful for you guys, and thank you so much for what you do, because it is not unnoticed. We love y'all and thank y'all so much for doing that. That's what makes it all wonderful, is the help that you get from this community, that everybody is just jumping in, helping. And you can't ask for any better than that. We have just gotten ourselves into a wonderful community of people that you get excited every week to go watch your friends' videos and, learn new things that you don't know, because nobody knows everything about everything. And I love the variety of channels that we watch. And I love the fact that, like, Tony and now Christine and Jenny Scratchmade Kitchen, the collaborations are really, really a wonderful thing, because you get to meet new people that you didn't even know existed. You get to watch new content. You get to learn new recipes. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Too, because you're making it too. So.
Yep. So you make the food and you get to eat it, and then make a video about it. So it gives you a little extra content for your channel as well. So I started to spill the beans. What I made didn't last very long at all for Christine Miss Gillum Farms collaboration for Wild Game November. It's hashtag Wild Game November, guys. So if you want to find the recipes for the wild game that Christine has put out, Johnny's wife, Christine Miss Gillum Farms, go put in hashtag Wild Game November. Tony at Kettle Kitchen also has Noodle November. So hashtag Noodle November as well, if you want to see some really cool, out of the ordinary recipes for using pasta. It could be homemade pasta. It could be just not boring. He doesn't want boring. So I think it's pretty cool. So I've learned a lot.
What you making?
None yet? No. I told you already what I'm making, but you can't say anything. It's going to be a surprise.
Oh.
I don't like telling anybody what I'm making because I want it to be original, and there may be people that makes the same thing. I don't know, but I feel like if we keep it to ourselves until we make it, then it's, more exciting, because then we get to build up to that what are they making, and get excited. Cause I'll wait for the channels. I'll go watch the playlist and stuff and get all excited. Ooh, let's go see what Jamie's making. Let's go see what this one's making, and you learn so much and get some really great recipes. And the one good takeaway is I've started writing down some of the recipes and stuff that I really, really like. A lot of them I can commit to memory, but the ones that are really new and has different ingredients, I get out my pen and paper or my little index cards and I start writing up my little recipes because the internet might not be around forever, and we could leave this legacy for our grandchildren, all these recipes that we've learned from our friends, and leave that in a little box behind like our grandparents used to do. Otherwise, they're not going to have a clue how to cook anything because if the internet goes down, they're going to have
Well,
problems.
nobody really we process our own wild game.
Yeah,
We don't take it nowhere. It's a
exactly.
lot of work, but it's gratifying knowing that nobody touched it but us.
Exactly.
Same thing with our chickens or our rabbits. Nothing goes to anybody but through our fingertips. Mostly mine.
Mostly yours.
Well, you do a lot.
I do most of the processing.
You were scared about the chickens, though. You didn't want to.
Oh, I'm not. I wasn't worried about the chickens. I just told him when we did the chickens that he had to do the choppy chop on
the first step, the second step,
and I would help with the other part, because once they don't look so much like a chicken, or once they don't look so much like a critter, it's easier for me to deal with. Now, I don't have as bad of a problem with doing the deer because I'm not raising them. I'm not looking at them every day. I'm not feeding them every day.
But
hey, that's the best thing to do is printing off the internet, print it.
But it's a lot of fun when you got a grinder,
yeah,
and you got a sausage maker, and you're putting your own seasoning. You're putting, and you're like when we make boudin, we put more meat in our boudin because we can do that. We're making it. It's not like coming from the store where there's no meat. I like having a lot of meat in it, so a lot of green onion.
Yeah.
And so we do it right, like the way we like it.
And that's the beauty of it, because you know what you're getting. We have taken the deer before to Double D. I don't know if y'all have Double D where y'all at, but they ship around pretty much the United States that I know of, but they're real close to us. So we will bring sometimes it over there and they'll smoke it and they'll package it up for us. And it's really, really good. And but I've questioned the meat because I've brought in meat with no gristle, nothing in it, because I was very, very careful how I cleaned it and like down to a science. And I got back gristle and stuff, which I know in my heart it wasn't mine. So we stopped going that route and started bringing it to our own counter to do it in full-fledged, the whole thing, every process, every step of it, because we want to know what we're getting and we don't want to get somebody else's junk. Got to get out of here, guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Derek, for coming in. We appreciate you so much. And we'll try to check in on your live. I was going to do, let me say this real quick. I was going to do a live with Rebecca tomorrow, but she has another engagement and can't. On her channel, she was going to make Mark's hat, but she cannot do that now. So Derek, I may be able to pop in and check out your live, since I'm not going to be in that one tomorrow.
Make it home.
We make our own sausage, etc. Guys, yes, thank God. That is awesome. The downside of y'all where you moved was that you got a house with way more problems than you anticipated. But the upside is God blessed you with so much more, Lauren and Joel, than you have. Like, basically, you got the animals and you got the ponds and you got, like you said, everything stocked and good. So that's a blessing. And it kind of makes you forget about all the other stuff. And this way, y'all can really make it home. You can turn it into your home. Yeah. Have a great night, Derek. We appreciate you so much. And guys, try to check out Derek Fowler 1973. If you're not a friend of his, please go take care of that and go check out his live tomorrow if you have time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Derek's a real good guy, and he does some of these collaborations as well. You're in Georgia, correct, Derek? Before you get out of here, I think you're in Georgia. Yeah, every problem is turned into a learning thing. That's awesome. And that's what you got to do. You got to let it not beat you up and just let it be a positive thing. You know, you can always turn a negative into a positive. So that's awesome. I'm pretty sure Derek is in Georgia. But these collaborations are fun. Do you like to cook, Lauren? Because I'm sure if Tony and different ones knew that you were interested in doing cooking videos and stuff, I'm sure that you would get invited to these things as well. Because the more the merrier. They love including channels, especially that are starting off like us, that's not reached our 1,000 yet. Well, good deal. So I'll put a bug in Christine's ear and Tiffany's ear and Jamie and different ones. Keep that in mind with making it home, guys, that she likes to cook, and she'd be another great one for these collaborations. I like
people that like to cook.
Yeah, that'll get you some exposure too, Lauren. Because other channels that don't know who you are will be watching the videos and they'll be commenting. So it does help your channel out way more than you think it does. So that would be an awesome thing. John said he likes to eat.
Yeah.
Yep, I hear you. But I don't know if you've been watching any of the collaborations, Lauren and Joel, but maybe go familiarize yourself with the way that it's done if you haven't. And that way, when you do get invited to these things, you'll know kind of the program for how you do it. And it's cooking, but you got to mention the channel's name that's hosting and things like that, which it's not a problem. But, there are a few rules and stuff, but there's always contests where they do giveaways and stuff like that after the fact, which is always fun. I've won a few things on the giveaways and I love it. I mean, you can't get any better than that. You really can't. It's a lot of fun. You learn things. You really do. You learn a lot of new things and you meet a lot of new people. And that's the best part is you meet new people that become lifelong friends. You just have a whole, basket full of new friends for you to pick from and watch their videos and learn things. You never know when God's going to send a lifelong friend to you through one of these channels. So it's really, really exciting. Drop my water, guys. Excuse me. So, Marky Poo, you have anything to say?
I don't know. I'm fresh out of our ideas.
Boy, this boy sits there. I got to do all the talking and jacking my jaws.
Well, you like to talk, so
I do not like to talk.
Chat to everybody hello.
I do not. I've learned to talk. I was not somebody that ever even wanted to be up on here. I was like, I will never get in front of that camera.
I thought this was your idea.
Yeah, okay. this whole YouTube thing, my dog's got her legs up in the air next to me. This whole YouTube thing was his idea. I didn't know anything about YouTube. I don't watch TV, anything like that. He's sitting there like, I'm going to start me a YouTube channel. I said, okay. And I didn't know anything about what he was even talking about. And he kept on saying it and saying it and saying it. And I started checking into stuff. I'd like, what are you watching? He said, YouTube and different homesteaders and things. And I started sitting next to him watching it. And I'm like, okay. And about 7 months after, he kept saying he was going to start a channel and all. He came home from work one day and I said, hey, we now have a YouTube channel. He said, we do? I said, yep. So it was his idea, but now I'm the one stuck with it most of the time. But I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with it.
Help out on the weekends and stuff.
I've met some really, really good people through.
And look, if I can retire from what I'm doing, stay home, my family, my babies, I'll be good at that. I don't have any problem being on my farm 24/7.
That would be nice, but I mean, I think it's gonna have to be way more than what you think before. I don't even know.
God can do anything, woman.
Yes, he can. Taking the hounds out for a run, huh? At 2 lives. So one thing that I've learned to do from other channels is that I can pull up my computer and my phone and sometimes Mark's phone when he's not on it and have 3 of them going at one time and try to support all 3 of them. Make a comment here or there, whatever, but sometimes I can get in and I could just drill it and tell hi to everybody, say hi, get all that out the way. But sometimes it's a lot. And you got to program your brain if you're going to watch a few of them at one time to kind of listen to everything going on 3 of them. That's cool. Yeah, and that's what you do. That's what I do too. I'll lay up in the bed sometimes and have it going. Yep. And I think it's good for our old brains, Johnny, that we multitask because
Johnny may not consider himself old. He may think he's like 14.
Where Johnny knows he's not spring chicken, and neither am I, and neither are you.
I am a spring chicken.
If you're above 40, you coming out of your prime, dear.
No.
So it's just something I think is healthy for our brains to keep them active.
This ain't no country song.
Who's having a birthday? What did I miss?
People does say something about another birthday.
Oh, she's doing a birthday live. Isn't that next? When is that, Des? I'm sorry, I must have missed it. I know it's in a day or two or a few. I thought it was right before my daughter's birthday, which is the 14th of November, next week, when I'm going to the other daughter's graduation. Jamie says she's no spring, summer, or fall chicken. Me either, girl. My body knows it too. If I sit for long, I get up and I need WD-40 to spray on all my joints because I'm
working with a 27-year-old and a 33-year-old, and they don't keep up.
Now, I get up there and I'll move and I'll do stuff, but when I sit down, that's all she wrote. I'm having to lube the joints when I go to stand back up again because I can barely move. Age myself. That's okay, though. We still getting around pretty good for how old we are. And he's younger than me, so I'm a cradle robber. He's 6 years younger than I am. Yeah. And he lied to me when we got together. He didn't want me to think he was younger because that was one of the things I said. I don't want no young little punk. So I was like,
Well, you look
so he lied and said he was like 2 young, 2 years younger than I was. Becky, Dark Lord Minette is, or Dark Lord Minute, however you want to say it, is Xander. And you'll get used to seeing his little skid marks, waves like a crazy person. We have a lot of fun with Xander, because just a great person. I tell you what, sometimes when I'm outside with the animals, I have to crack myself up because I'll have conversations with them and stuff. Like I'm talking to Mark, and I know they understand me. Most of them do understand everything I'm saying.
They do
And
know what's going on.
I'll just tell even the pigs, I'll say, get your butt back over there, and I'll point and they'll walk over to where I tell them to.
Oh, Peanut,
But
you can tell
they're super smart. Yeah, I got Peanut like a dog. He is my pig dog. I say, come here, big dog. And he comes running, and those little ears go a flopping. He is the cutest little thing you ever want to see. I love that little pig.
They gotta have some beautiful piglets.
Yeah, he is my baby. Yep, it's fun to be crazy, Xander. I mean, we would go nuts literally if we didn't have a little sense of humor or have a little fun sometimes. I would go stir crazy. Mark's gone most of the time now, and then Dallas is a teenager. He'll come out there and help me some with the animals, not much, but he's getting a little better. But I'm like, me and the animals, so it's on. We have some serious conversations sometimes. 9 sisters. Wow. Wow. We know what your mom and dad were doing on rainy nights, Xander. ah. They have a tin roof. The rain hitting on the tin roof made the perfect melody. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even imagine. I have 3 sisters. There's 4 girls, and that's it. We didn't have any brothers, and that was enough for me. Jamie said they do have a little rooster that wants to get my little dog. I have to put my hands on my hips and say, no, Roo, 2 times, and he walks away. That's what you got to do, because they know, they smart. I have to scoot, kids. All right. Thank you so much for coming in, Lauren. And email me, please, and we'll swap phone numbers and all that good stuff. And we'll get to talking about your lives and do what we got to do, girl. We'll get you set up. I think it's important y'all do that. I think it'll get you a lot more exposure, and your channel will grow because y'all are. Uh-oh. There we go. We popped out of here for a minute, guys. We were going on that what you call that parallel timelines we got going on. We just went to Spain and we're back now. No, that was quick, right?
7:53.
None ya. So she says Tater started for the next slide. All right, my girl, thank you so much for coming in all the time for me, Heather. Not something for me. Mostly twins. Wow. We are mostly twins in our family. Wow. I can't even imagine. I mean, I hear of all these big, huge families, and I couldn't even imagine. But the ones you see that has all these children do a fantastic job. I mean, the older kids are helping with the younger kids. That's what the parents plan, I'm telling you. They plan to have the older kids to take care of the younger kids so they could have all these kids and they didn't have to do the work. That's what they were doing. So, I don't know. I'm just teasing. Jamie, is there something you want to tell? Most people in here, I'm sure, probably knows who you are and what your channel's about. But is there something you want to tell anybody about your channel that separates you from the rest, why they'd want to go watch your channel? Xander, same with you. I mean, sell yourself. Come on. Tell them why they need to come watch your channel. Until they run away from home. Yeah, I'd have to run away from home too. I don't know if I can handle all them kids. Well, Jamie, you're in good company. I'm crazy too.
I thought you liked kids.
I love kids. But to be with siblings, that's a whole different story. That's different kinds of kids. That's kids you have to grow up with and fight with and share toys and clothes with. That's a different kind of kid.
Not me. They didn't mess up my toys.
No, Mark comes from a family of 7 altogether with his mom and dad, and they're all M's. He's got his dad was Mike, mom Marie, then he has a brother named Michael, his self Mark, a sister named Melissa, a sister named Michelle, and a younger brother named Matthew. So they have a bunch of M's in that family. Yeah, yeah, that is the problem. I used to have a shirt when my kids moved out and they started coming back before Mark and I had got together. I had a t-shirt made that said, I childproofed the house, but the kids got back in. Because you think you're getting rid of them, but then they come back with more. So Jamie says she cooks, gardens, have live streams on Monday. She's an honest person, get to the point. What you see is what you get. And that's good. And that's what I like about you, Jamie, is that you are that kind of person. Because I'm pretty much that kind of person.
They got a homestead? What
Yeah. Yeah. And she likes having fun and helping others. And that's what it's all about. It really should be about that. You know, if we are community minded, and I think most everybody in the chat is community minded and are willing to help and share their knowledge with others. And, you know, that's what it's all about. And I've said this many times before, but this community, I've done hairdressing, I've had restaurants, I've run travel agencies, I've done all kinds of stuff. But I have found YouTube, the people in this community, I really, really love. And I told Mark, you can't get any better than this. I mean, everybody is just so supportive of one another. And I've never seen this before. How willing to help each other everybody is. And that's why, like I said, why we wanted to start this channel is because I wanted people, I want to be one of those channels that tell everybody about your channel and support. I'd love to be like MT Homestead with Mike and Terry. I would love to be a channel like that that promotes other channels all the time and be just about that. I think that would be awesome. I need one that says I sister proof the house. They still got back in. Yeah, I hear you. I will not lie. If I don't like it, I'll tell you. Laugh out loud. Or, yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way, Jamie. I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you how it is. I might not say it in a mean way, but I'm going to communicate how I feel about something. If I don't like it, I'm going to let you know. It might be in a nice way, but I'm going to let you know. And I'm not afraid to ask for help either. Grabs hold of Jamie's cheek and pulls. Lies. It took you a week and a half before you asked for help last month. Oh, how funny. You hear that, huh, Jamie? Xander says, lies. I don't have a channel. I used to. I'm enjoying support and helping others. Well, Heather, you do a fantastic job of that. I mean, and I know if you ever got a channel again, you would have a lot of support because you support so many that everybody would be giving it back to you, honey, because you are like the most wonderful helper, supporter, and we absolutely love you. We just think you're wonderful. We just kind of, she's like our little adopted daughter now. And I'm glad to know that you're feeling better, Heather, and your mom is feeling better. Jamie says, no, a little bit. Our animals knowledge, hunting dogs. My husband has hunted raccoon, hunting hound dogs his whole life. Oh, wow. So do y'all sell the raccoons? What do y'all do with the raccoons, Jamie? Well, I don't know if they eat them or they sell them to people and other people eat them or whatever. So explain yourself. We raise turkeys and chickens now. Used to raise beef. Awesome. So Michael says, how do people get away with using copyrighted music and videos on shorts? Well, the shorts they allow because it's a minute or less, and the artist, I guess, gives you YouTube so much permission, I'm assuming, to use the 1 minute little clips of their music. But I've wondered that as well. But that's the only thing I can figure out, Michael, is that possibly because they have a little panel set up so you can choose music if you want to on there. But I don't know why they so picky about the videos. Yes, I think the artists should get paid for their work, but YouTube's making money off of all these channels that, all of us that are putting videos out through advertisements and stuff, they're making their portion. And the super chats, we had 2 and they took a nice little chunk. We still haven't got it because we haven't reached 100 yet, of course. But they say you have to have $100 to be able to even touch that, which I'm 100% fine with. But they making their money regardless. So I'm glad that we're starting to feel better. We take one day at a time. That new meds is helping more. Good deal. Yeah, I know. Michael said if he breathes wrong, they warn him. They stopped me from chatting for 24 hours and told me I couldn't chat because it was protecting the community. And I'm like, what? I don't ever say anything rude or anything like that. I'm a very encouraging kind of person. So I'm like, what did I say wrong? What did I do wrong? And why won't they tell us if they saying we're doing something wrong? Why won't they tell us what we're doing wrong instead of just figure it out? Depends on the song. Tries to remember the date from the history class after 1990 or so. Don't really remember the date. After the singer dies, the song is up for grabs now. Oh, wow. Okay. Unless it's a song from like Disney or a large company that holds them, like Beatles. Okay. That's good to know. But I mean, I have no idea. And I started looking up to try to figure out, well, what did I say wrong? What did I do wrong? And it was on collaboration videos. And, you want to make meaningful comments on videos and not repeat yourself. But when you're commenting on 60 videos, that's the only thing I could think is maybe I repeated a word or two. I don't copy and paste, none of that. But I'm like, what else could it be? I have no idea. We hunt because the hounds are awesome to hear, open on track, and they are amazing. Anytime YouTube dings you, challenge it. I'm gonna have to, I don't know how to do that, Xander, but I'm gonna have to figure it out because I am not happy with that. This fan has got my eyes burning tonight for some reason. It's a bot that goes around and dings you. If you challenge it, a human goes in and checks it. How do I do that? If you don't mind me asking, is it something easy to do. To challenge it. I mean, what do? Go ask Google how you challenge it, or God bless you. 90% of the ding are removed when the human checks it. And that's sad that, you know what I mean? They got AI doing all that. And we were on, I forget whose was it? Somebody's live last week, and somebody put Karen Bress's name in there, and they didn't strike it, but they removed it or something because how the name Karen is being used in an ugly way. But that's the woman's name. Why would they have a problem with that? I just don't get it. I had an idea for up to a year. It had almost 30,000 views. It was a single action pistol, and they made me take it down. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Michael. That's slap crazy that they do that to people. I mean, because instead of realizing that, you know, we have those rights, Second Amendment and all, they want to take everything away. Okay, when you get the ding, you can click on the marks and it says you can challenge it. There's a button on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I watched Devil Dog and his buddy about YouTube tech things. Okay. I've watched Devil Dog a few times as well. I may have to go back in and revisit because he is a good teacher. He's a very good teacher. What Michael says, I challenged it and they instantly denied it. Oh, wow. And yet there are thousands of other videos and weapons. I know, I see that. That's what I don't get. What I think it is, honestly, Michael, is ones that are professing to be Christians and you talk about God on your channel. I think that's the ones that they really trying to control, to be 100% honest. Because I see that with us and other channels that talk about God more, that they really get up in your business. Because it's sad, but, you know, he told us we're going to be persecuted, and we're not getting it like they are in different countries that bad yet, but it's coming. There are thousands of other videos. Yeah. I read that already. Let's see. So you can still challenge it. Oh, okay. I would, all right. I would definitely check into that. So, yep, it's coming. And when I used to do a Bible study at my restaurant and then years later at my hair salon, I'd do it on Monday nights and stuff. And I would tell the ladies, I said, you better get you a Bible and you better bury it somewhere in a tube, you know, PVC tube, glue the ends and bury it because, you know, we don't think these things can happen in America, but it's coming. They're going to take the word from us. And that's why God tells us to write it up on our hearts, is because we're not going to have the written thing. Have y'all ever seen that movie? What was it called? The something Eli? Was it Eli? Yeah. But he memorized the Bible, and it was kind of cool, you know, that he went and they took out all the written word away and he went back and he recited it from heart, the whole thing, the book of Eli. I think that's what it was. But it was rather cool. And that's what I hope one day that, you know, I can't remember every word for word, but I do know a lot because I've studied for many, many years. Get this cat, please. But remember, he's got 11 million subs, meaning he's pulling in money for them. Yep.
They're talking about another channel that's
huge. Yeah. Yep.
I used to watch him all the time.
And you know what's sad is they get to the point that they tell certain ones, and we know ones that have been told that they can't really talk about it a whole lot, ones that they're paying big time to be on the YT, and they're like, this ain't gonna be no God channel. This ain't gonna be, but I'm not denying him for nobody. They can take it. I'm sorry. They can take it, and you know what they can do with it, because I will not deny my Lord and Savior for no channel, for nobody. The way I feel is God's given me this platform and marked this platform right now for a time. And while we can, we will proclaim his word in it, on it. But if they ever get crazy with us, they can take anything that they want to say they want to give, because I am not playing that game. I'm having to move this because my dog's getting a little jealous because of the cat, and she's about to knock over everything. So, let's see. First Amendment, Second Amendment. Yep. Yep. I would definitely check into that, Michael at Waters Family Homestead, what Xander at Dark Lord Minute's saying, because you do have the right. And I know that you moved stuff over to Rumble because of all the crazy stuff, but I'm glad that you're on YouTube and I can watch you, because I've watched Rumble some, but it's not like a go-to thing. It may be one day for me, but I'm just getting used to all the YouTube stuff right now. Company, Google, and YouTube are publicly traded companies and public support. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And that's the problem. They act like, I mean, they might be doing us a favor by giving us a platform, but they're not, we're actually giving them a platform. So, by making content and giving, because you're giving yourself free for till you get 1,000 subscribers, and then I hear it's not much after that, that you don't make much at all. So
hearsay.
no, but I'm just saying you got to get way above that to even start
It'll happen.
making something. It will, and I'm not saying it won't.
Well, folks, this is Mark from One Day at a Time, and I'm going to bed because 5 o'clock's coming early.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and if y'all want to,
everyone have a good night.
We can hang out until 8:30 if you don't mind, and just chat for a few more minutes. And
you got right.
You go ahead and go to bed. Good night. But yeah, Rumble has a long way to go. Yeah, I don't know that much about Rumble. I've watched a few things on it, but Michael said good night, Mark.
Good night.
And Xander said good night. But I don't know that much about it, but who knows what the next alternative is going to be. Heather says good night as well. If this don't work out, we're just basically sharing our passion. We love the animals. We love the Lord. We're sharing that passion. That's what our channel's about. I know some of you guys, share about the Lord and all, and you state it in your about page, and that's wonderful. But, we just have to band together if they come up against Christians really hard and stand firm, because look at our country right now, because not enough people stood up and said, nope, you're not doing this or you're not doing that. And, we're not allowing this. And we've let it happen. And now, we're like jaws dropping to the ground. Now, certain things we didn't allow to happen. Des said good night as well. He said good night to everybody. And Jamie says good night. But, Good night, Des. Thank you so much for coming in. So, yeah, you got that right, Michael. So I'm from Italy and I don't play. Oh, it jumped. So we'll let this person do it, but we won't let you do it, game. That's true. Hey, Charlene Grady, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate you being here, friend. And we're just kind of talking about different things and kind of what, the why Chi is allowing and not allowing. Certain channels can get away with certain things and others can't. And I think the ones that can't is because we're Christians. And I really think that we're being persecuted right now. And, it's going to get worse. And we know that because God tells us that. But we're just going to have to stand firm at all costs, no matter what. And Charlene saying, hello, Heather. And Jamie saying, hello, Charlene. And I gratefully appreciate every single one of you guys that are hanging out with us in the chat, that y'all pop into the lives. And I want to make it to a lot more lives. I'm just so busy all the time with animals and cooking and running, and with Mark working more. Since our business isn't happening right now with the economy and he's had to go outside here, go an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away to work, it's put a whole lot more on me. So I'm just nonstop and it makes it hard for me to watch lives and stuff like I want to. I love getting in the chats and the live. Good night, Michael. Thanks so much for coming in. And we appreciate you so much. So, guys, if y'all are not familiar with Michael at Waters Family Homestead, please go check his channel out. He is a great guy. But see how his channel name is Waters Family Homestead all together. Go check him out. Subscribe to him. Wonderful guy. And I don't think that y'all will be disappointed at all. He's a good friend and he loves the Lord. So thanks, Michael, for coming in. You have a wonderful night. And we just have to stand firm no matter what, guys. And Xander, so you said you had a wonderful garage sale or whatever it is at the church the last time. You sold out. What happened with that? Just trying to get, a little familiar and up to date with what's going on in everybody's lives. Heather's been sick. She's feeling better now, thank God. And a big Christmas sale. Oh, so y'all sold out everything that was made? Oh, good. Good deal. So does that like all the people at the church making stuff and donating it and then y'all selling it? Is that how that's working? And then Ashley from CNC Farms invited us to a cookie collaboration as well in December, and I'm excited about that. Yeah, that is really awesome. People make it themselves and donate it, or donate the supplies for some people. That's awesome. That's so cool. Because it does help, it really does help when people can do that. That'll be the next thing that they try to regulate is good night, Becky. You can go rest, girl. Is bake sales and things like that. They'll tell you if you don't have a professional kitchen, you can't make this stuff in your home anymore. So they're trying to regulate wood stoves and everything else. They're trying to regulate us and tax us to death. Oh, wow. 400 last year in baked goods alone. Wow. This year, 700. Good deal. That is amazing. Thank God for every little thing, bit of support and people that's willing to bake or people that's willing to give or donate or to buy the stuff. That's really cool. That's nice that, you have people willing to do that. And the money goes to fixing the roof, getting new pews, getting new rugs, fixing the damage from the leaky roof, floor damage, and the gym. Church also does gas cards for some people. That is so sweet. I'm assuming it says gas. It's hiding behind this little heart that I didn't have time to remove tonight. That Des has showed me how to do, and I forgot. Well, I didn't have time to go in tonight, so I probably maybe remember. I'm not 100% sure. um, where is that church located? That's Dallas waving to everybody. Um, hey, Wayne at Custom Screen Printing. Welcome in, buddy. That's my good buddy Wayne at Custom Screen Printing, guys. If y'all do not know him, you need to know him. He's a wonderful man. Very good friend, very good supporter. Um, go check out Wayne at Custom Screen Printing. Makes great t-shirts and stuff. The church paid for it. Let's see. The community help. Some people cover bills they can't cover a few years ago. The family. That's so sweet. And that's what churches are supposed to do. They're supposed to help out in the time of need. And honestly, if the churches would do their job, um, taking care of the people in the community, we wouldn't have a welfare system. If they really did what God instructed them to do to take care of the widows and stuff, we would not have a welfare system. We wouldn't have to because everybody would be helping each other.
Want some milk, cookie?
No, thank you. So I'm just trying to catch up and read everything, guys. Yep. And that's what they do, unfortunately. Mark and I have been at churches that people's come and ask for food and for help. And they're walking around with big plates of food after the church service where they're eating luxurious meals. And this guy's like, I'm just hungry. Can y'all help me? And he says, we don't do that here. And it's like, you don't do what? You don't help people. That's what we're supposed to do. You're not taking all this money in from everybody to build bigger buildings. That's supposed to be to help your fellow person in need. And that's what it should be. But it's not. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. But that's why I love this community too, is because I see the people in this community reaching out to each other, helping, even going to other people's homestead and helping build things and things like that. That's a wonderful thing. I just gave you a thumbs up and shared you out in my community tab, my friend. Thank you so much, Wayne. I really appreciate you. Wayne can play a mean guitar and he's got a beautiful singing voice too. Well, it's good. That's good that they're helping. One of my things I really, really want to do, we're living in a camper right now. It's a choice we made because we wanted to pay off other bills and stuff before we got into the big bill of building the cabin and stuff like we want. So that's a choice we made in order to get some of this big heavy bills off of us from having that city lifestyle and all before. So we eventually are going to build a cabin, but we don't have room to store things. One of the things I want to do is collect blankets and socks and things like that and give them out to the homeless people, and especially at this time of the year, because it just aches me in my soul to know that people are laying on concrete under bridges, and you know, it just hurts me to the core knowing this, and that they have nowhere to sleep and nowhere to get warm, and it just breaks my heart. Yeah, thank you so much, Jamie, for checking that out, because he is really a great guy. Oh my goodness. I love your sense of humor, Xander. It's so much fun. Editing takes time. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. People don't realize, which I had no clue before I did this, how deep this could get, and how long, how many hours you could spend doing this stuff. It takes quite a while. And you know, my sisters and stuff sometimes will say, "It takes you that long to do that?" Yes. They don't understand because they're not doing it no more than I did because I wasn't doing it.
People think it's fine and dandy. You just throw a few things in a video
Yeah.
and it's over.
Yeah.
No, you got to go through, take out any wrong
Yeah.
thing that you think is going to copyright the video.
Exactly.
Anything.
That's Dallas, my almost 15-year-old grandson. He'll be 15 next month.
4 weeks and 1 day.
Counting down, huh? When you get my age, you'll start dreading the next birthday coming up. You'll thank God that you have another birthday, but you won't be counting down the days. You'll be excited, like, oh, here's another one.
Allie somehow got.
Yeah. Once we get our logo, Jamie, once we get the logo in stone, what we want, I'm going to have Wayne make some shirts for us too, because he has just been such an awesome friend and supporter and stuff. And I want to give back because, he's just that kind of person. He'll bend over backwards to help you in any way he can too, to support your channel and stuff like that as well. So I definitely want to give back to him when we get our shirts made. Hey, that's the best thing. I think your sense of humor is awesome, Xander. I think it's fun. And you keep it up because you have everybody giggling and stuff, and that's what it's all about. I mean, we can't go through life all sourpussed and be miserable all the time. So it's fun to have fun. So you just keep on keeping on. I remember that day we was in Tony at Kettle Kitchens live. We got there early and we was cutting up, having our own little picnic, virtual picnic before anybody got there. It was me, you, Rena LaRue. Who else was in there? Do you remember, Xander? But we was having a good old time. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. That's me too. I would love to buy everybody's stuff because um I just want to support everybody that way, and I want to wear everybody's stuff and support their channels and all that, and but the truth is I can't afford it, or I would have something from everybody's channel. I would love to win the lottery, but I don't play it. Uh, yep, that's good. Heather, Mr. Wayne at the custom screens printing, you'll like him. He's a really, really nice guy. And Jamie's Country Living, you'll really like her. She's fun. And Xander, of course, is fun. Um, just a blast. And non-sister's miserable enough. Why make myself more miserable? You so funny. Oh my goodness. I don't know how you do it. Dallas has 3 siblings now. We thought he was going to be an only child. We raised Dallas, but he actually has 3 siblings now. And the daughter that we thought would not have but maybe 1 kid is the one that had the most kids. Imagine that.
2, 1.
So guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I know it's 8:30. I won't keep y'all all night. There might be somebody else that is out there looking for somebody to come sit in their live and support them. You're not a crazy old lady, a fun lady, Jamie. But guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me and spending the time and listening to me rattle on and supporting us as a channel and having fun. And we just got to stay true to God no matter what. Don't let anybody change that about us. And we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all. And as always, we ask that y'all hit that thumbs up on your way out. And as always, thanks for doing life with us one day at a time.